Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Medical Biochemistry by Dr. Suman Jain. I have seen that many of the students have problem in writing the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic transcription. So today I have prepared a video or comparing all the points of prokaryotic and eukaryotic transcription. So today we start with a comparison between transcription in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So now prokaryotic and eukaryotic transcription. First point about the location. So in prokaryotes we see that transcription occurs in the cytoplasm. There is no, because they don't have specified nucleus over there. So translation of the messenger RNA into protein also occurs in the cytoplasm. Whereas in eukaryotes, all the transcription process, that is the synthesis of messenger RNA from DNA, it occurs in the nucleus. Then this messenger RNA transports outside, and ribosomes, which are situated on the endoplasmic, on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, in that ribosome the protein synthesis takes place. So protein synthesis is in the cytoplasm, whereas transcription is in the nucleus, and in prokaryotes all were in the cytoplasm. Then the second point we see genome size. The genome size is much larger in eukaryotes and it is associated with histone protein. A greater specificity is needed for the transcription in eukaryotic gene, because eukaryotic genome is large. What is genome? It is the complete total genetic material present in the cell, maybe in mitochondria and in cells all together, is known as genome. Then you see the chromatin structure. So eukaryotic chromatin, when this DNA it is situated and nucleotides are compared, or they have a protein that is known as histone protein, and the structure is known as nucleosome. So the chromatin structure, it is like this, that it is with a nucleoprotein histone. So DNA in prokaryotes is much more accessible and RNA polymerase than DNA in eukaryotes. Eukaryotic DNA is wrapped around proteins called histones to form structures called nucleosomes. In eukaryotic DNA, it is packed in the form of chromatin, while RNA polymerase interact directly with prokaryotic DNA. They don't have any protein or interaction between. There is less interaction between DNA in eukaryotes, whereas in prokaryotes the RNA polymerase is directly interacted with DNA. Then we come to the next fourth point, that is RNA polymerase. So in prokaryote we have only one RNA polymerase and it has 5 subunits, that is 2 alpha, 1 beta, beta dash, omega, and a sigma is essential for transcription initiation. Whereas in eukaryotes RNA polymerase are 3 distinct classes, that all enzymes have multiple units. Each class of RNA polymerase recognize its particular type of gene. The RNA polymerase 1 is synthesizes, it is also known as A, and it is synthesizes or ribosomal RNA and divides this ribosomal RNA, it cuts into 28S, 18S and 5.8S. Whereas RNA polymerase 2 synthesize the precursor messenger RNA, it is also known as B, and in small nuclear RNA, snRNAs, it are synthesized from polymerase 2. Then RNA polymerase 3, it synthesizes small RNA including transfer RNA, small 5S RNA and some snRNAs. Then the fifth point about the promoter region. You know what are the promoter region? In when transcription starts, then that gene has a region where the initiation factors they bind. RNA polymerase binds there. That regions are known as promoter regions. In eukaryotic, in promoter regions are more complex, while in prokaryotic the promoter regions are very simple and they are Pribnow box and minus 35 downstream, that is minus 35 upstream is there. But in eukaryotes you can see the sequence elements are more complex and they also have regulatory elements. They have Tata box, and also there are two elements in promoter proximals, that is when transcription is to commence along with DNA, and other contributes to the mechanism that control how frequently this event will occur. So in promoter regions, most mammalian genes have Tata box, which is known as Pribnow box in prokaryotes, and it is usually located from 25 to 30 base pair upstream from the transcription site. In consensus sequence, Tata box is TATAAA, though numerous variations have been characterized. But in prokaryote, if we see the transcription in prokaryote, then the promoter region is Tata box and the sequence is TATAAT. The sequence is TATAAT, not AA. In eukaryotes it is AA. And sequence farther upstream from the start site determine how frequently the transcription events will occur. Then typical of these DNA elements are the GCCAAT box. These are absent in prokaryotes. They don't have these GC rich regions or CATT box, that is cat box, so named, called as DNA sequence is involved because of the DNA sequence is involved. Each of these boxes binds a specific protein. So in eukaryotes we have a specific protein, whereas in prokaryotes only sigma is there, sigma factor, which binds and initiation starts. So the distal regulatory elements are also present which enhance. So there are enhancers also in eukaryotes. There are with enhancers there are also silencers which reduce the rate of reaction, rate of transcription, whereas enhancer increase the rate of transcription. They also includes these also have specific regions on the regulatory elements. They also have hormone response, which we can see first this diagram. So there are enhancers, there are some other regulatory elements like hormone response element, tissue specific gene expression elements, and these are Tata box or Pribnow box, which is in prokaryotes. So these are the promoter regions and promoter proximal elements and distal regulatory elements. So these three terms are present in eukaryotes, whereas in prokaryotes we have only promoter regions. Then promoter identification. In contrast to the situation of prokaryote, eukaryotic RNA polymerase alone are not able to discriminate between promoter sequence and other regions of DNA. So in prokaryotes we have seen only that sigma factor is there, which attaches to the promoter region and transcription start. But it is not that much simple in eukaryotes. So in eukaryotes we have other regions also on the DNA which help to start the transcription. So these are Tata box, which is bound 34 kilodalton. Tata binding proteins are present, which in turn bind several other proteins called as transcription Tata binding proteins, which are associated factors. These complexes are TBP and TAF and referred as transcription factor 2D. These are all together. And now we see this is the RNA polymerase which binds in the with the DNA at the promoter site. This is in prokaryote, but in eukaryote you see there are many transcription factors which bind and forms a pre-initiation complex. This RNA polymerase 2 has second B, second F, second E, H, and MED and D. These all factors are attaching and forms a transcription pre-transcription complex. The formation of basal transcription complex begins when transcription factor 2D binds to the data box. It directly assembly of several other components by protein, DNA and protein-protein interaction. So we have seen that several complexes protein are interacted or assembled. The entire complex span DNA from position -30 to +30 relative to the initiation site. Then in eukaryotic we have told that there are enhancers and repressors which are absent in prokaryotes. So you can see here, these are the data box. This is a complex with RNA polymerase 2 having so many factors, and then we have these are activators or repressors protein also which bind here, which if activators bind, then the rate of transcription will increase. If repressor binds, then rate of transcription will decrease, and these are also known as enhancers and silencers. Then they have been found in a variety of locations both upstream and downstream of the transcription start site, and even within the transcribed portion of some genes. In contrast to proximal and upstream promoter elements, enhancers and silencers can exert their effect when located hundreds or even thousands of bases away from transcription units located on the same chromosome. And hormone response elements are also present. I told you that these are also initiation factors. For steroid, for T3, retinoic acid, peptides, all this synthesis, there are hormone response elements which act with conjugation with enhancers and silencers. Now the termination of transcription. Prokaryotic transcription is terminated by raw dependent and raw independent processing. The signal for the termination of transcription by eukaryotic RNA polymerase 2 are very poorly understood, and in some books there it is written that they are very distant mechanism is there, distant signals are there which start termination, but the rest of the books, most of the books have written that there is no specified any signal for the transcription not understood. Then processing of primary transcript. The messenger RNA produces a result of transcription is not modified in prokaryote. In prokaryotic transcription, the new synthesized primary transcript is not processed, and only few and even protein synthesis starts at the same time. But in eukaryotic cells, the messenger RNA by splicing, by 5' end capping and addition of poly A tail, these are all present. Most eukaryotic RNA are synthesized as precursor that contain excess sequence which are removed prior to the generation of mature or functional RNA. So they have to be removed. So the newly synthesized RNA gets many modifications, post-transcriptional modification like splicing and 5' end with a guanosine capping and the tail with poly A, all adenosines are added, and the other nucleotides which are not useful in between are deleted, and in this way the mature functional RNA is synthesized by lots of processes in eukaryotic transcription. In prokaryote, messenger RNA is not changed and translation starts even before completion of transcription. But in eukaryotes, messenger RNA formed and released from DNA template is known as primary transcript. It is also known as heteronuclear RNA. Then it undergoes extensive processing to become a mature messenger RNA. These are post-transcriptional modifications which are absent in prokaryotic primary transcript but are present in a complex way in eukaryotic. So prokaryotic genes are polycistronic, whereas eukaryotic are monocistronic. That is polycistronic, that is at the same time many messenger RNA are synthesized, and all messenger RNA synthesizes its own protein at the same time. But in eukaryotes we have one gene with one messenger RNA and one protein synthesis. So thank you very much. So to understand better, you can also see the videos on prokaryotic transcription and another video that is on eukaryotic transcription and also on post transcription modification, that will help you to understand this topic better. Thank you very much. So now I have 100 subscribers. Thank you very much. So if you liked my video, then please press the like button, and also you can subscribe so that you can get the further notifications for it. Thank you very much.